Had no sex. I haven't had no sex.
What's going on, beautiful people? What's going on with y'all, man? As y'all can see, what sister's going through in that clip, I think she could call in tonight, get a little advice, guidance, how to navigate that whole no sex thing. I don't know if that's something she's desiring. Can't really tell where her intention in that expression is coming from. I don't know if it's a stress thing. I don't know if she's trying to encourage everybody to have sex. I don't know. But regardless, shout out to everybody that's already in the building. BB, I see ya. Of course, I couldn't miss you. It's the first one in the building. I see ya. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. My brody Darren in the building. All right, all right. Yes, I sure did. I sure did. Okay. Oh man, my mods is up in here early. My true church congregators is up in here early. Don't even know if that's a word, but we gonna make it word in here today. We always make the word, give the word, share the word, exchange the word, live the word. You know what I'm saying, good people? My good sister Tracism is in the building. All right. Lena, what's going on with your woman? What's going on with your spiritual lady? All right, I see y'all in the building. As y'all can see by the title, we'll do a little something different tonight. All right, this is something we got to say for the late nights. All right, we always have our relationship discussions all the time here, right? I like to say that's something I lean towards a lot when we talk about astrology and spirituality, right? So tonight I'm going to allow the opportunity for us to expand on some of them discussions, okay? You guys could call in. All right, let me, damn, I even throw my, the link at. All right, I'm throwing the link in the chat right now. My mods, for all my mods that's in the building, I see a couple of y'all. I ain't done with my shout outs yet. Okay, so I got some of my mods in the building. My good sister Traces, and once again, my good sister TT in the building. All right, good sister. Oh, y'all chilling on this Saturday night. All right, say less. All right, so some of my mods in the building, y'all could just take that link, copy, paste that, repost that in the comments for anybody new joining the chat so they can see that. All right, shout out to MJ, caught my first alive. Divine. Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's go. Yes, let's get through it. All right, y'all. So we give it a couple of minutes, allow some of y'all to come in here, get the notifications together, get y'all snacks together, get a drink together. I was a little under the weather this week. I really wanted to come talk to y'all last night. But I had to rest some. I'm just into a new schedule. I done got me a trainer. Gotta see that nigga at 5 a.m. in the morning. You know, running a bunch of other, building on top of a bunch of other things. All right, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I recollect myself so we can see if we can interact, get some discussions going tonight. Hopefully I get to speak to 1, 2, 3 of y'all, see how much I got in the tank. What's going on with everybody coming into the building? All right, good sister Tori, the exquisite lady. Not the obnoxious lady. Not the sloppy lady. Not the unaligned lady. The exquisite one. Put some respect on the name. Stop playing with them. Happy birthday to all my Pisces in the building. If we got any Pisces in the building, throw some P's in the chat. Throw some 12s in the chat. Throw some 12s up in there. All right. Journalist 26. Hey, how you doing, Lucky Libra? Oh, man, I'm feeling lucky. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. All right. I guess that's a good thing, brother. I'm vibrating good, brother. I hope you're vibrating on the same wave. All right. Shout out to everybody. Okay. We already got some Pisces in the building. All right. Shout out to BB. Pisces don't know how to act this weekend. All right. Pisces be chilling. Let they season come around. You know, Pisces one of the most underestimated signs for how extra they could be. I think sometimes people just put water signs into some cool, calm, collected rep all the time. It don't be like that all the time. It took me a little minute to, it didn't take that long for me to realize that. But you might just guess people's signs off their immediate expression at times. You see a Cancer express itself and you think all that moon, laid back, emotional intelligence bullshit. You probably see a Cancer express themselves. You probably think there was an Aries. Probably think there was a fire sign just because you think expressive temperament, but it's cardinal water. It's aggressive energy. It's just aggressive water. That's all. It's just aggressive water. I come up here and talk shit all the time. Long-winded ass. Think I know it all. You come up here. I think it might be easy to guess I'm an air sign, but I don't know. Sometimes I might give you something else. All right, Mars Wealthness in the building. That's family right there. We right there with it. What's going on, Mars Wealthness? Damn. All right, Alien Moon Mom. All right, Bree Ski in the building. What's going on, Bree? Okay, I'm glad you macking today. I'm glad you macking. I'm glad you in the building. All right. And shout out to your sis. All right, we got the Pisces all up in the fourth house. We got all the loved one Pisces in the building. Okay. So all right. Pisces North Node in the building. I mean, you got some master builder energy in you this lifetime. I mean, from the past life, you got that South Node in Virgo. You always got to put some shit together, Traces, and that's why it's hard to break that perfectionist energy when you're dealing with that North Node path in this lifetime. You gotta learn how to break past that a little bit. You got that experience of understanding building blocks, but then you just that Pisces North Node, one way or another with that Pisces North Node, you're gonna have to learn how to jump in some point of your life. Depending on what planets is in contact with it, is having relationships with your North Node to let you know what areas that's gonna be more active to come up and what house it's in. You're gonna have to learn how to jump, and it's gonna be something God is gonna make sure there is no sense of security for whatever goal or thing or anything you're aspiring to do, or something you want to expand on and experience. Is God gonna make sure it really ain't no cushion of security there, where the only option is to go ahead and just jump in, fall on your ass if you follow your ass. But at least you can say like, hey, the beginning of it felt nice. All right. Good sister D-Ray in the building. Damn. What's going on, sister? Oh man, vibrant sister. Love her energy right there. Jasmine Rosewater, how you helped me understand my Aries rising energy. Glad I caught alive. Man, that's a fulfilling thing to know that you got some gems from this church over here. All right. I appreciate that. Shout out to you, Aries rising. Y'all too powerful for y'all own goddamn good. Damn. Heavy is the head, though. Heavy is the head with that motherfucking placement. I'll tell you that shit right there. We all got some shit to learn with our rising signs. Aries rising, god damn, they gotta be the leader in everything. They gotta be first in everything. Can't nobody teach me shit. Can't nobody, guys. I'm a story of their life. I'm telling you. Mars, welcome to 7th house, still working through it. All right, once again, guys, I have a link in the comments. Okay, that's going to be for you guys to jump on and talk to me tonight. What are the themes we're going to be talking about tonight? Tonight is going to be more of a relationship-based conversation if you want to jump on and talk to a good brother. All right, so I'm going to make it versatile. All right, guys, so if you want to come up and get some advice and inquire on a little free read, maybe some of y'all don't want to share y'all information, y'all don't want me to pull it up in front of everybody or whatnot. But yeah, I could give you some advice on what's going on with your relationship life. Obviously, everything is astrologically influenced here, guys. Obviously, okay. So if some of these videos, these clips end up on YouTube, can't nobody jack that I'm trying to be a motherfucking Kevin Samuels. We've been doing this over here in this church. We've been using the stars for everything here. All right, we just expanded the conversation here. That's all we do. All right. So what's the themes? If you guys want to get on, ask me some advice about what's going on in your relationship life. This could be general. If you just want to get some general advice, like, hey, bro, I'm looking for this. I desire this. These are my energies. This is what I've experienced. Blah, blah, blah. You can fill me in some. If you want to get up here and get a little matchmaking exposure going on, all right. A lot of these dating platforms I see, they kind of bad. There's a bad rep on astrology. And I think we could do a little something different here. All right. I think we could do a little something different here. All right. We got to do it together, though. That would be nice. A little space where we could really exchange that type of energy and open up potential opportunities. All right. For people to connect with. Not just like-minded, but spiritually minded people. All right, guys. So that's what we're going to do. We have matchmaking lines open. All right, we got some people jumping in here. Got some matchmaking lines open. General free advice, free read advice lines open. You're dating somebody, Boro. I'm an Aries. I'm dealing with a Taurus. I ain't gonna lie. I know Taurus move slow, but damn, how slow, brother? How slow, brother? You can hit me with one of those. If you need to hit me with one of those, just make sure they ass ain't gonna see the stream. That's all I'm saying afterwards. Just make sure this shit don't land on their front door. Using that astrology shit to get on my ass up. Told you that shit crazy. Look at you. You online talking to niggas about us. Stars ain't got shit to do with us, woman. No, listen. I'm passionate about this because I really don't like the rep we get in dating spaces. I don't. I'm sick of it because I'm such a dating show, dating podcast, dating interview connoisseur. I love everything about dating shit, but I don't watch Love and Hip Hop anymore, but reality TV dating shows, I love watching the human psychology and its responses in dating environments. So when we bring the Zodiac into it, we enter in a whole nother realm of discovery. And this is why we here. This is why we come to church. This is why we come to church in the first place, all right? To congregate about exactly just about that. So when I'm watching Pop the Balloon, I'm watching Kendra G, I'm watching Melly on the Pineapple Show, I'm watching whatever podcast, and then somebody's talking about their zodiac sign and the comments going crazy. Now, family, we got to come together and do something about that. We got to do something about that. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that. Traces, I'm shot. But jump on past. All right, guys. For this first episode, since everything is all real and raw, I'll allow y'all could not cam up for today. All right. I ain't got my solid rules and regulation. I wanted to come up here and flow with y'all today. Okay. So I'll allow y'all not to cam up. Okay. Don't know how long that's gonna be a standard, but for the most part, that's what we got going on, right? That is the Libra in me. Relationships. That's what it is. It's just too intriguing. All right, I love studying them. Sometimes I be acting like I don't like experiencing them, but I do. I ain't gonna get too deep into that before I get into something else. All right. Somebody said, let us match what you borrow. Nah, this for y'all. This for y'all. This for y'all. I'm here to host. I'm here to let y'all do y'all thing. All right. I'm just gonna guide it. That's all. I'm just gonna guide it. All right. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. All right, we're gonna get one little intermission, and then we're gonna jump into the first couple of exquisite guests we have waiting for us. All right, guys. Mods, I appreciate y'all reposting that link. All right. Hope the chat to understand what that link is for. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. All right, I'm gonna make sure y'all do consent to talking to a good brother, but once again, it's okay that you guys don't have to show y'all face for tonight. Where the moon at? The moon is in Cancer, the sun is in Pisces. Okay, y'all could be in incognito tonight. That's an incognito ass alignment. If I see a girl I really like, I walk up to her, start talking to her, blah, 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 I'm feeling her vibe. I'm like, okay, yeah, she's very subtle, but I'm picking up that she's reading me too much. I'm picking up on the water. She's reading me too much in this conversation. She's not just ready to talk. She's reading what I'm saying a little too much. I pick up on the water. There's water somewhere. All right. Incognito. I sniff the water. I sniff these placements sentences away, gang. All right. Some of y'all do the same thing. For those of us who are shy, could we just comment in the chat? Of course, you guys can participate however you choose to participate, man. Come as you are in this church. Okay, just make sure mic, audio, everything is straight on your end, guys. Make sure if I'm pulled up on anything else other than what you're going to be communicating with me on, make sure y'all turn that off too, just in case we could prevent any feedback or whatnot. All right. Brief little intermission, then we're going to get into our first guest. All right, guys.
Me say me under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood.
The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. We know that the renewed mind is the key to the power that we need. The world is gonna see that it's Christ in me. We know that the renewed mind is the key to the power that we need. It's the only way to be strong in victory. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me.
All right, take me away, gang. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on with my good church members. Okay. Hello. Good evening, Secret Balance.
All right. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm doing even better talking to you guys. Where are you calling from, may I ask?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
All right, man. Shout out to Arkansas in the building, man. All right, go ahead and shoot us the obvious. Give us that top three, man. Give us that big three. What we working with?
I got Virgo Sun, Pisces Moon, Leo Rising.
Okay, damn. Okay, we starting off spicy today off the gate. We got some good opposite energy there. We got that good sun heavy first house. Okay, so there's gonna be some type of spotlight on you, regardless whether that Virgo want to be incognito, whether the Pisces side of you want to be incognito. Is at some point that sun is in that first house, and some attention is gonna come into your life in some type of way. Does it sound like what you be experiencing in this experience?
Actually, my sun falls into the second, but my Leo starts at 7 degrees. That's why.
Okay. All right. Dope. So tell me, what's going on, Secret Balance? What we got going on tonight, man?
Okay, my boyfriend is also a Virgo, but his sun is in the 8th house, and then he's got a Aquarius moon at 29 degrees in his it's at the end of his second house also. So we both have the sun moon opposition, but they're in the opposite houses. I want to scream.
Okay, so you're a Virgo moon or sun. You say he's a Virgo sun and you're a Virgo moon.
And I'm a Virgo sun too. But my sun is in the second house. His sun is in the eighth. And my moon is in the eighth, and his moon is in the second.
How long you guys been dating?
This time, I guess you can say, we've been dating for 4 years, a little over 4 years. And we were together in high school. We ran track.
Okay. So you got some history. So before you get a little deeper into what you want to bring up, how good do you guys deal with any form of like ego clashing?
It is reckless. Oh my God. Like, I think that's one of the biggest issues.
Okay. I'll ask you personally. Okay, since we're dealing with Virgo energy, because for a lot of my church members in here that's been here a while, these calls, you're gonna hear me repeat some things y'all might have heard me say a number of times. So, when we talk about this sun-sun relationship, that's one of the most important things that we have to look out for, right? That sun is real bold and courageous and wants to stick his chest out every time. So when we got two signs dating each other with the same sun sign, that's one of the biggest things we want to look out for when the situations where it's hard to kind of let go and let, somebody else get their expression off. There has to be pockets in a timely manner of letting expression get off. I think that's like the main thing to understand with two sun signs dating each other. It's so much compatibility, as you already know. There's so much compatibility, so much relatability, so much natural understanding. But that is what I would like to say is the opposite of that energy. You having to deal with, okay, I know I know it, but let me express it. Why you can't let me have a stage right now? Like, so do you want to go a little bit deeper into that, or do you want to go ahead and get into what you wanted to get into?
Oh my, no, I will take that there. Let me see. Okay, so I do have I'm not gonna say complex, but I've got a packed third house. I've got Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, Vesta, Pluto, all in the third, and then I've got 1 degree Venus in Scorpio. So I'm just like right there in that third house, but it's so much knowledge. So I've been researching and like just learning everything. So then I come with all this, yeah. He's like, well, I know, and I'm like, okay, but hold on. You don't get to say a word edgewise.
How long have you been into astrology?
I've been into astrology since 2012.
Okay. Oh, you ain't no rookie. You ain't no average. You know your thing. All right. So what's like the main issue? So all right. Before I get into any of that, let's just bring some potential solutions here as far as the ego clashing. Now you the one that's into astrology, right? He from my knowledge, that's not his thing, right?
No, I've kind of taught him the basics of astrology, so he kind of feels like Aquarius knows everything. So at 29 degrees, it's like I know, and I'm like, no, you don't, and he's like, yeah. So it's kind of crazy, but now he really doesn't know that much.
Okay. Off rip, you have a lot going on personally when it comes into what you here to deal with relationship wise. So before we get there, as far as just that sun thing, let's just make sure if we don't take anything from this call, you having the awareness of understanding how easy it is for y'all suns to clash, aka expression, having the stage for expression, right? Wanting to be seen. That is very easy for you guys to have that get in the way of each other. Like for example, not to make this about myself, I just remember one time I was dating somebody and they were talking to me. They brought up something about something I was concerned about. They wanted to talk about it so they could resolve it, so they could make sure I wasn't feeling bad about it. And in the midst of the conversation, I was trying to start to help them with something that they were dealing with that I thought they were concerned about. And they were trying to tell me this is not the time for that. This is your time. That type of exercise, that type of practice, that type of making sure y'all can implement that into that communication, making sure like, yo, this conversation, you got the stage right now. This is about you. Not saying what I want to talk about right now isn't a concern, but we could kind of spin back to that. So we not, because it's always going to be a constant butt of heads of let me get the stage, let me get mine off. And then on top of that, because I have such a similar awareness, it could almost make it feel like, this person acts like they know everything I'm going to say or do. You don't know every single time what I'm going to express. And that could be frustrating too.
A mirror. It's kind of like a mirror image. It's like, rah.
Yeah. So, you just want to make sure you kind of I'd expect you, just having this more of an awareness, being in this world, being a part of the church and congregating with us, just wearing your bigger pants and kind of have to be the bigger man and try to check those moments a little bit better, since you kind of more aware that, okay, the moments that I feel like maybe I could take a back seat just so this person, so I could be an example. Because I'm a true believer of being an example in the midst of a relationship, to motivate your partner to know it's okay to replicate the same shit, So a moment where you feel like, all right, this maybe is his time right now, that attention should be on him. Let my son not get in the way. Hopefully that could be a great example in the time where the stage should be on you. And he could remember like, okay, she gave me that time, I got to give her that. So that's something that I believe, would you say you guys have patterns of being able to do that from time to time, or is just consistently, it seems like that's a hard medium to find?
A little for me, because I believe this whole Leo rising thing, having something to say and it really being important, it just kind of keeps me constantly referring back to myself and the things that I know. And then I'm kind of trying to teach him too at the same time. So I have tried in the past to kind of work on it some, but I think one of the issues is we kind of butt heads at that I know thing. And it's just like, no, you don't, because I just found this out and I've been researching all this time. It took me putting all these pieces together to even come to this perception. But I think it's just a thing that he says because Aquarius knows.
Oh shit! Wait, y'all got multiple opposite energies hitting y'all heavy. Is that he's an Aquarius rising?
No, he's Aquarius moon, but his moon is at the very end, so he's almost a Pisces moon. He's got a 29 degree, so it's basically like we both have Virgo and Pisces sun and moon, but they opposite each other.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, that's what you meant when you was saying he's a Virgo. Ooh, so. Now, oh man, that Aquarius edge, that stubbornness clash, ooh, that fixed sign clash. Y'all asses is both stubborn as hell. It ain't just you. I know it's both of y'all asses.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, Leo, listen. If I made a video talking about the most proudest placements, I don't. Of course, Leo's gonna be somewhere in there, but. Leo risings, y'all may give Leo sons the run for their money, but I already know your level of self-awareness is there because you already brought that up. You just said borrow to get my Leo rising in the first. I love the self-awareness because I understand, sister. I understand. This is why we here. I understand it. Any other platform, they don't get it. We talking astrologically speaking here. It's hard as a motherfucker to have a sun rule first house shut the fuck up or not get his point off. I'm glad you understand that. I'm glad you understand that. So we could just continue to build on that, like regardless of everything else we talk about. We can just make sure we continue to build on that. But I'll try to give it as much grace as possible. I know Aquarius ain't no better because they giving that placement a run for their money too. In general, it's hard for Aquarius not to get their little what's the word? Get their little what's the word? When somebody says something, it's a humor word. So they little sarcastic ass.
Ooh, yes. Oh, huh. It feel like slick shot sometimes. I'm like, hold on, what you say? Like, hold on, bro.
Listen, I don't blame you. So, okay. So we gotta tend to the egos of the sun clashing. All right, we gotta make sure that fixed stubbornness get managed. It has to. It's not something you guys are gonna have corrected all the time, but in the moments it matters the most. The moments where the conversations is really hitting, the moments where we know we really have to find a medium here. those are going to be the toughest moments where that thick stubbornness from the both of y'all has to simmer down, or from time to time, one of y'all have to be an example to each other. I don't believe in one person bearing everything in a relationship, but if we could get some, some influence, that's how we make people better in relationships. That's exactly how we make people better. You just don't tell people what to do. It's that you be that image, be that example, and hopefully they could replicate it, imitate it, probably not even know that they're doing that, and then boom, we're making progress, at least in that department. So you can feel that?
Yes, I got North on the rising at 0 degrees of Cancer. So it's like my destiny is it's almost like it's trying to be swapped. I'm like, hold up, bro, hey, line, no destiny swapping. Like, this is what I came here to do. You don't get to just, So that's a lot of what I think I'm dealing with in terms of that clash we have.
Okay. And where do you feel like y'all are at as far as similar goals towards what y'all doing in this relationship? Where do you feel like y'all are at as far as being on the same page about that? You said you've been dating for 4 years.
I'm kind of ready to walk away, and he's like, well, I'm not a quitter, and and this, I looked for you for years, so we kind of got back together after high school once we were grown. So, and I was born in '81, so it's like the 40s now, so it's not kid time anymore, it's grown up time. And for some reason he just seems like a little childish to me. He's always joking and laughing. I'm like, hey, we got to study, we got to get this, like, because what I'm doing is so specific and particular. It's dealing with finance and dealing with this whole money situation that we've got going on. And like, I don't miss, but I don't, that whole opposition kind of comes when it's like I'm trying to express something. He said, well, let me say something about it. And he'll look something up on his phone and chat GPT, and then he'll come read it off. And I'm like, look, you need to know this. You can't just say that because you looked on chat GPT, like, oh, I gave you all of this. You know what I'm saying? All the beginning points, and then you just brought up the end with chat GPT. Like,
right. Act like you've been studying for months or something. Man, listen, I can understand that. And if it's anything, 1 second, just 1 second. All right, hello, are we still there, Secret Balance?
I'm here.
All right, yeah. So one thing I tend to realize, like studying so many different relationships through this science for years now, opposite energies coming into alignment in relationships are just, you just don't underestimate what you're learning, what you're experiencing, what's going on in those relationships. And that's down to like all different type of friendships, partnerships, or whatnot in your life, even possibly family members. So you guys have been connecting for a few years now, 4 years, and I think you being aware of some of the major clashes, but also how you play a part of it. If you, to me, I think it's something that you should go ahead. You said you're not a quitter. I think it's something you should go ahead and.
He's not a quitter. I said I'm done. I'm saying
he's not a quitter.
Right. He's like, I don't just give up that easily. He was like, he really does. I mean, he seems genuine in his love or care for me, but it's just like with so much hectic energy going on, and then the times, and then like I said, with the information that I'm dealing with, this is a really big thing. So I don't when I'm getting that opposition, it's kind of like he's questioning everything I'm saying, and I'm like, hey man, look, I don't need that. I'm just trying to explain to you what I found today. So it's just like,
So is it? Have you guys been 4 years straight? Have y'all broken up before? Is it feeling like it's a burden? Like, is the relationship feel like a burden? Is that where we at?
Yeah, it does start to feel that way to me. And throughout this time, we haven't broken up. We've been living together, so we're kind of, for 4 straight years. But
and how long you been feeling like this? A lot of retrogrades in there. How long you been feeling like this?
A little over a year.
Okay, all right. Does he know how you feel?
Yes, he does. but I don't think he wants to agree with that. He doesn't want to allow me the right to be wrong if I'm wrong about it. But I mean, I don't see it kind of going in a way that's beneficial for either one of us, because like he wants to do so much out, and then I'm kind of I'm a homebody, so you know what I'm saying, he doesn't really get to experience his, out in the world with the friendships and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm holding him back from where he can actually go to achieve, what he came to achieve in life. So, but I think we're both teaching each other some really important lessons, but it seems like the lessons at the end benefit him more than they benefit me. I'm like, hey, thank you for the lesson, but shit, it's gotta come up off of me. It's like, hold on, bro. Hey.
Sometimes God be like, I gotta just use you real quick. Then come like, pull up real quick, man. But okay, I feel that. Well, I think okay.
I am willing to be open because I understand how important the observation is for even astrology. Because like that's one of the important things to me outside of the finance is actually bringing the astrology back into the awareness of the world, because this is what we use for years and years, like hundreds and thousands of years. So why would we kill all the people, shut them down, and then now it comes out and they're trying to play games with it. They pop astrology and all that. No, you get this shit is deep. I'm talking about deep. When you get to going into progressions and thinking, they're like, man, it's a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's literally levels. There's literally levels to it, and and it just helps us navigate anything we can name with more clarity. But life is still gonna life, so there's not that much of a cheat code for us not to have to go through certain things and learn things through our own. But okay, so I got some couple of other people coming in here, so I'm not gonna be on here forever. So I just want to make sure I kind of get to different people. But Secret Balance, I do want to say, I believe you guys may have been in a tight, and when I say tight, a really connected space to even move in with each other in the first place. If not, that may have been an impulsive thing, and now the things that you guys didn't get to pick up on before living with each other, it may seem like those are certain adjustments that are a little bit challenging for you. With that being said, I'm an advocate, for healthy relationships, but anybody that's feeling a burden, and see, this is where the Capricorn and Scorpio, we put the little Libra. Not saying Libra can't give it real, but this is where I come a little cutthroat with it now, in the loving way. Anything that feel like a burden in a relationship, at some point, your behavior is going to do that. It's going to express that subconsciously. Like if you look at your partner or a relationship as a burden, it's almost impossible for you to fake a certain sense of vibrance or excitement for the relationship. You've already said a couple of things to me for me to understand where your level of self-awareness is at. So I'm pretty sure you know the certain things you may do or express yourself, how he may receive it. So I would say just do your best to be as much of an example, like we kind of spoke about before we even got deeper into the conversation. Be a little bit more of an example, or be more intentional about being an example of probably things you'd want him to display. But at some point, you can't just keep carrying burden like energy in a relationship, if you know what I mean. All right.
Yeah,
so
I kind of know where I am personally, but I did want to provide this example for your show because I think it's really important to see energies like that and understand how they're expressed, so that if it is something that you can do prior to the relationship, that you can work on before, especially moving in together. I saw the old lady said, "Don't move, let these men move."
big thing. It's a big move in general,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Well, I already, did you have anything else? I'm sorry, Secret.
I did want to ask one question. What do you think is a sign for narcissism? Like not just narcissism in a healthy sense, but when you're going over into the personality disorder and then as well as sociopathy and psychopathy. I've heard once before, and I kind of see it myself a little bit with the Mercury Cazimi Sun, because it's like always turning back on yourself. And for him, it seems like he turns back on himself to see if he's the problem, and he's not always the problem. Sometimes it is me. So then, like I almost feel like that's a real challenge for him to even, be in the relationship too. Like
that is, it's hard to just point at specifically narcissism or anything, because it kind of could be multiple. That type of question, I would love to look at a chart and dissect it a little bit more in order to see what he's been experiencing, how his thought patterns work to a degree, to kind of see why he even has that response at time. So that could be
in the top. All of his planets are in the 8th and 9th house. He got 4 planets in the 8th, and then he got Pluto conjunct Mars in the 10th. It's like, man.
8th house, them 8th house stelliums, heavy 8th house activity ain't no joke. It ain't no joke.
I can tell him too, just learning life, but then come to see astrology. It's like, then you come bring me all this, and now you got to deal with all that, trying to learn all that, then learn the finance. And I've been going for years, so I'm a heavy hitter. So he like, dang, I can't keep up with this.
Right. No, it's you're never gonna. We're always gonna be students. There's always gonna be another level of awareness to graduate with when it comes into the science of what I really feel like with anything else you're trying to learn or grasp in life. But Secret Balance, man, I really appreciate you coming up here, all right, and being the first to talk to me tonight. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate you. And there's multiple ways to get in contact with me if you ever want to continue the conversation. All right.
All right. You have a good night.
All right. You have a good night. All righty, guys. What's going on, chat? What's going on to everybody in the chat? What's going on to some of the mods I just had jump in the chat? My good brother from the hip in the building. I don't know. I didn't know that narcissism is healthy ever. Ego, yes. Narcissism, no. I agree, my good brother. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, family QQ, what's going on, gang? Okay. Sunset Chase, I see you all up in the chat. All right. Let's get to our next guest, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Tori, the exquisite lady, what's going on? Good night.
Yeah. Hi, Boro. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, great. Hi, everyone.
How you doing tonight, Tori?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Where are you calling me from?
I am calling from Memphis, Tennessee.
All right, Memphis, Tennessee in the building. Dope. R.I.P. the dope, man. All right. So what we got going on, Tori? First of all, hit me with the big 3. And matter of fact, throw the Venus in there too.
Okay.
Throw the Venus
I am a Libra sun. My moon is Aquarius. My rising is Cancer, and my Venus is Scorpio.
Okay. All right. You know a thing or two yourself about relationships. You know a thing or two yourself about relationships, and you're a relationship connoisseur just like me. All right. So talk to me. What we got going on tonight, Tori?
Well, since we're talking about relationships, I'm having a problem trying to find one.
Okay.
I don't know. I've been told I'm intimidating. I don't think so. I just, like you said, I'm up on certain things, and I guess guys can't get things past me. So yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's start here. May I ask how old you are?
I am 48.
Okay. So when was your last relationship? Or walk me. Yeah, let's start there. When was your last relationship?
I guess my last relationship will maybe be last year. Sometime maybe in the spring, and this person was a Pisces.
Okay, I have some water compatibility there. You said you were Venus and Scorpio and a Cancer rising. All right, so he hitting you there positively. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So I'm not really I don't know. After that, I just kind of took a break and went into career. Right now I'm casually dating, or I'm not really sure if you can even call it dating. Like, just kind of, okay, let's go out for drinks or something like that. But I can't, it's like I cannot um get someone to actually invest.
Okay. So you're a double air sign. You're a double air sign. One thing I do know is a lot of air sign activity around the sun and moon, which you have both.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna experience connection and partnerships in so many different dynamics to the point you're forced to. People expect you to know how to conduct yourself within partnership dynamics. So your last relationship, the reason I wanted to start there, because I wanted to ask you, do you feel like you've seen patterns in that relationship that you've most likely seen in recent relationships? Is there some similar cycles or patterns that you think you could tell me in your last most significant relationships that occur, that take place? Let's see if we can see anything that's repetitive.
Yes. Now this Pisces that dated last year, we that that's a repetitive off and on few years type thing. And it starts off well. It starts off, he's very charming and charismatic.
That's
But
Pisces are.
yeah. So he brings on the delusion, and I've changed, and I'm redoing things, and I'm growing, and then maybe 2 months in, I start back to seeing what made me leave in the first place.
What? The fickleness, the not being.
Business, it's secretive. It's always like, in my face, he's perfect, but as soon as he walk out that door, I know you doing like everything. And it's almost like I have to be a private investigator to try to figure out what you're doing. And I don't like to do that because I'm a Libra, and we like balance. We don't like to be all over the place or have our feelings all over the place. I don't like that.
Yeah, you really don't operate well when you're a Libra in your feelings. That ain't a good thing. All right. All right. I feel like there's a lot to unpack here, Tori. Your moon is okay. Before we get back to Pisces, dude, your moon is in a it has a Saturn influence.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The
Right.
tool you use to emotionally engage and relate and connect is influenced by the planet Saturn, which can be very transactional, which can be very detached, as you already know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're a Libra sun, which also has the Saturn influence into it, right? Saturn's exalted there. Why do I bring this up? Because me knowing that you're an air, sun, and moon, something tells me my spiritual spider senses is tingling right now, and something's telling me there may have been a point, there may have been some phases in your life where you might have dealt with a little bit of option paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think that plays into the relationship goals you may have had, or any relationship goals you may have had now? Is there not to look back and say, is there a guy that got away, but is there a guy or two that might have got away?
Yes. And I don't know. I don't know if I was going through this Pisces phase, but the person that got away was a Pisces, another Pisces. I think they were days apart. And it was like good versus bad. Good Pisces, bad Pisces. The one that stuck around is like the bad boy. The one that got away is like community leader. He has a nonprofit organization. He's thriving very well. That's the one that got away. The one that keeps sticking around is like the bad boy, don't ever want to get a job, wants to, you know, be outside all the time, but you don't want to go get a job. Like, bye.
Would you say that's your natural archetype? That's the kind of guy you gravitate towards?
I think so. For the most part, like maybe in the past, yeah, that was like, yeah, give me him. But now that I'm like 48, I'm an entrepreneur. I just opened my own business maybe a year and a half ago, and I'm like really focused. That's not what I'm looking for anymore. I need someone to match where I am now.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's going on with you and these Pisces? What the fuck? You a Cancer?
I don't know. They just came out of nowhere.
Because you got all this water energy. You got the okay. I wanted you to bring up your Venus. Obviously, we know how important Venus is with relationships. But then you got this Venus and water energy, yearning for connection. You a Cancer rising. You sensitive as hell with your body. Anything, things that you see and the touch is all sensitive. So let it be a nigga that you like and the touch feel nice. So the water part of you already, they got your ass there.
Right.
But that Libra that Libra man, that's too much connection energy for the Libra sun to say, hey, let me not take action. Let me not take action on this relationship, on this connection. And I think that might have been a little bit where I'm just now my spider sense is tingling, where a little bit of a challenge may have been hard for you to navigate at times when it comes into that Cancer rising cardinal and that Libra sun, because this is the dynamic that gets confused when they both are connecting. When somebody has both of these dominant placements, Cancer and Libra, you have them between your rising and your sun. Libra, it loves the aesthetic of connecting, but Cancer needs that emotional engagement with connection. And I think there's been probably too many times that you've allowed Libra to influence you to keep connecting to something that wasn't engaging you emotionally, or, you know, Cancer, somebody might have been responsive to your emotional mental well-being, maybe didn't match the aesthetic for Libra. So, you know, we could watch these different dating shows or whatnot, and they could say things like, you know, women always go for the bad boy type, this, that, and the third. I have more mixed feelings about that, because I feel like it puts a bad stain on the bad boy. What's wrong with being the bad boy? You can be the charismatic bad boy, you can be the educated bad boy. I think there's different shapes and forms of the bad boy. Why wouldn't a woman want a bad boy? All right, but that's a whole other thing right there. That's just, let me not make this too much my mouth. All right, but I do see that might have been a little area where, you know, you might have stumbled a little bit when it came into your I guess decision making, how long you might have chose, or even the decision to participate, engage, and connect with somebody. So, you know, with all of that being said, I think we need for one, if we don't take anything from this call, I think the next time you meet a guy and he said he a Pisces, I think you need to sit your ass down. Yeah, we're gonna start there.
I agree.
If any of my Pisces homeboys want to come talk to you after this stream, it's over. Y'all don't want to see y'all niggas talking. I don't want to see y'all chatting. Nothing. You cut off from the Pisces for at least for the rest of the 20. Let Saturn get out that motherfucker first. Let Saturn get into Aries or some shit. Then you could get back on with the Pisces. As for now, we're gonna keep them on timeout. Okay. Look like they got your ass. All right. Okay.
I guess, okay, the Libra sun in me finds Pisces to be intriguing because they like to talk and they offer a I guess an illusion or a fantasy that I want to indulge in. Does that make sense?
Of course. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm always, once again, I don't know how long you've been a church member, Tori, but, you know, as a Libra, I've always said Pisces is a sign I kind of fancy, but once again, they both have the Venus influence. You know, Libra ruled by Venus, Pisces. That's Venus exaltation place. That's Venus super happy place.
Yeah.
So sometimes a Libra get around a Pisces and it's like it could be a real walking la 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 in that time. So I understand that. You know, but the rest of 2025, no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Tori, where you calling me from again?
From Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, Tori. We've got some other people in the building I want to make sure we get into. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Yes. Tori. Same here. Thank you so much. I enjoy all of your videos. So just keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And good luck to you and the rest of your endeavors in 2025. All right, Tori?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, guys. Once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. My good sister Ebony popped up in the building. Cancer energy, hold the memory of her old standard. Libra got to type. Aquarius energy, be like, fuck that. Scorpio said I need the dangerous rough shit. God damn, Ebony, can I get a reading, sister? Shit, you just go read a motherfucker like that. You just got in here. I just seen you get in here. Damn, that's like the lady coming to church just in the middle of the word. Go ahead, Pastor. Everybody looking at Auntie like, Auntie, your ass, you didn't even hear the beginning of the nigga sentence talking about go ahead, Pastor. Like, oh, all right, but why y'all hating on the sister worshiping? Damn, I can't impulsively worship in this month. That's how much I love my Lord. Nah, that's my sit. Yo, not Ebony. Nah, that's my. Oh man, you want to feel that water? There you go. She's right there. She's going to impulsively worship like a mug. Shout out to everybody in the building. God damn. All right. I just want to give greetings to everybody that's passing through. Let's get back into it. Who do we got next? Zamora. Did I pronounce that right?
No.
Damn.
It's Zamari.
Okay, that's even sexy. I thought what I said was sexy. Zamari, that's even sexier. What's going on, Zamari? Your sexy name.
Hey, brother, lucky Libra.
What's going on, Zamars? I'll probably end up giving you a bunch of nicknames up here, but we're going to stick with Zamari because that's on the money. Where you calling me from, Zamari?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Hey, yo, Memphis, what's going on tonight, Memphis?
Man, you don't know. Memphis is hard in these streets, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Memphis, y'all been up in the church like this? I didn't even know all this time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Memphis. That's what we doing. All right, Memphis, what's popping? Zamari, what we got going on? How you feeling tonight? Damn, how you vibrating tonight?
Man, I'm really actually very neutral right now. And I was like, ooh, let me jump on this live. And I was scrolling through because I don't be seeing you on YouTube that much. I got an issue with that, man. You need to produce.
Man, listen, I'll be transparent. Just Saturn just be whooping my ass. So I just be trying to sacrifice as much as my matrix time for the church as much as possible. So that's why it warmed my heart when y'all show up, when I pop up. Because listen, I'm trying to be here as much as possible. But now I'm definitely going to turn it up some more in 2025. Last year, I wanted to start interacting with y'all like this on YouTube. So I knew once I got into a space where I feel like I could do it consistently, at least a couple times a week, I knew I was going to open up them lines. But shout out to you, Zamari. All right, I like that you in a nice, neutral, stable, cool, and calm, collective vibe. So shoot us the big three. And throw us the Venus.
All right. My rising is a Leo. And I'm an Aries sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Lilith, all in the 9th house.
Damn. Just gonna come in here all goddamn fiery up in this moon. The 2nd house in Aries, the 8th house in Aries too. My past life. All right, I see what we doing tonight. So Leo rising, Aries sun, and moon. You said moon and Aries.
All of it, all 5. Sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Lilith. All of that in the 9th house.
Okay. All right. Let me get engaged with you. Let me really get up in here with you because I'll be having a lot to say about you, Aries. So now I really get to have a one-on-one confrontation. Not confrontation.
You want to confrontate and I'm in a neutral state? Bring it. Nigga, let's go.
You see how your ass was ready? That was a mistake. Damn. He was ready for that.
Freudian slip. We on go always. I'm no longer in neutral. I'm up now.
Okay. No. Wait, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Am I muted?
I can hear you.
I'm good. Y'all can hear me? Okay, good. Because my mic said I was muted. My bad, y'all. All right, look, my bad. The confrontation word was a mistake. Aries, I don't want no beef. All right, let's bring it back.
Right.
Let's bring it back. All right, Zamari. So, what we got going on tonight, Zamari? You said you was in a neutral state. Like, what's going on? You want some relationship advice? You want to fill me in on what's going on in your relationship life? You want to you want to tell me what type of sign you need? Bro, I need another Aries, Nick. Bro, I need to talk.
No,
like, what's going on?
I've never been with an Aries, but I constantly, okay, I got this energetic signature with men with the name Chris and Capricorns. I done met so many different Chris's and Capricorns, it's crazy. And it's almost like we've had love in our minds, but it's never manifested in real life. And I need to get in the real. I need to put this on this plane right here.
Okay, so you manifested a lot of guys named Chris and a lot of Capricorns.
Yeah, that are named Chris.
Oh, see, at first I was going to ask you, are you talking about the specific combination that you manifested?
Yes. It doesn't matter if their name's spelled with a K or a C. It don't matter.
Okay, all right. Is there something very significant about these Chris Capricorns that you speak of?
That they're Chris. I just noticed a pattern through my whole life. And I've met one and I'm like, damn. But I just, let alone that, I just think it's weird. But it's just like, I'm not with nobody. I don't know if I'm just too much Aries or what my energy is, because I'm not like well diverse like everybody else, you know? It's just raw.
Okay. Let's start right there. It's just raw. Give me more. What do you mean when you say that? It's just raw.
Well, that's why I got into astrology, because I'm fire energy, like not text. Well, I'm a third decan, so I'm like more Taurus Aries, but it's just fire, and I just feel like I'm at a dating disadvantage because I don't have the balance that everybody else has, like the tolerance for bullshit or the I don't know.
Okay. I believe I have like first I have a statement and then I got a question.
Okay.
So my statement is there's bullshit in every relationship. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna start there, Aries. There's bullshit in every fucking relationship. There's bullshit in every career. There's bullshit in every neighborhood to a degree, depending on neighbors. Some neighbors. No, I'm just playing. But in hindsight, there's gonna be bullshit in every department of life. And I think sometimes when we get into relationships, we just think that that's a space where we don't have to work past the bullshit. Like for some reason, especially in today's day and age. May I ask how old you are, Zamari?
39.
Okay, so you're 39. So in this day and age, I think too many of us give up once we meet these forms of resistance, challenges, and relationships, you know, in our career, in our personal life, in with a certain aspiration or project. We may find the will to push past that. But I don't know, in the age of Aquarius, it seems like it's really easy for us to run into that roadblock in a relationship and say, fuck this shit. I'm on to the next. So do you feel like you carried that mentality in a lot of relationships? Do you think you prematurely given up potential connection?
I might prematurely do that just based on childhood stuff. But I will say that I attract the world. But I am like the relationship, like actually being together with somebody, those are far and few in between. Like it doesn't come to anything. But
What's the longest relationship you've been in?
5 years,
How long ago was that?
like 10 years ago. Like 7 years ago.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much you really like this guy?
Oh, that particular guy, he was like an 8.
Why did y'all break up?
Ooh, see, this is gonna be my whole facts.
Oh shit! All right, put it out.
Okay, so we met online, and I was going to college. I wasn't looking on there. Man, he was going through a separation that never really separated.
Okay. Is that it? Hello, Zamari, you there? Is it me, chat? Can y'all hear her? Is it me that just can't hear her? What's going on? Because I know damn well this conversation ain't stopping here. I know damn well. Zamari, you got.
Yeah.
There we go. You was not gonna disappear on me like that. Back to you. You okay over there?
Yeah, the internet went out. It's
Okay,
raining,
all
y'all.
right.
I don't know if this has something to do with the rain.
Just making sure you ain't disappear on me tonight. Okay, so where did we just leave off? Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Zamari?
Hello?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do real quick, Zamari. Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm gonna do. Zamari, if you can hear me, you can stay in the room. I just have so much people, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be on tonight. All right, I can't stay on this cliffhanger with your ass for too long. So either you getting back on here tonight or next week, you gonna make sure you schedule this live. All right, moving on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, my good sister TT, Lady Wisdom, Sunset Chaser, damn, Journalist 26, god damn, Tori the Exquisite Lady, that was just damn. Oh man, my good sister Bell Poppy thrown in the building. Stop playing. Damn. I don't even know if you can say damn like this in church, but damn. What are you talking about? All right. Let's moving on, guys. All right, Nena. Can you let me know how is it? Which one was right? Nena?
It's Nina.
Nina. What's going on, Nina? How you going?
What's up? I'll make it quick, okay? Because I know I have something very exact that I want to talk about, right? So my sun sign is a Gemini. My moon sign is a Taurus. My rising is a Cancer, okay? My Venus is Gemini. Here's the thing. I want to talk about.
Hold on, me. 1 second. One second, Lee. 1 second. All right, boom. We here. We still here, Nee? You still with me?
I'm here.
Okay, my bad. I'm all ears. I just want to make sure you have my direct attention. So let's start all over. Make sure I get the signs right.
Oh, you want me to run down the signs real quick again?
Yeah, one more time.
Okay, so sun sign is a Gemini. I'm your air sign. My moon sign is a Taurus. All right. My rising is a Cancer. And my Venus is in Gemini. But
okay.
I'm very interested. I've been very fascinated with my 5th house in Scorpio. And
all right.
I'll tell you why. So my thing is, like, I was married for 10 years. I got married when I was 23. I'm 35 now, right? So I've been, divorced for a couple years now, but had a very crazy twist of events where I ended up getting pregnant very quickly. Again, my 5th house in Scorpio, and I ended up having a Scorpio baby girl. Okay, right after my divorce, very very quick.
Mm-hmm.
So again, now I am, me and her father, we make it work, but we're not together. Like, I got pregnant. I thought I couldn't have a kid. We dated for 4 months. I was in a relationship for 10 years with a Libra. Okay, divorced him, got pregnant with the first guy I dated extremely quick, right? So
Mm-hmm.
very transformative. Me and this guy were not together. It was very casual. So long story short, where I am now, I don't necessarily have trouble with relationships. I had to take a step back and say, what am I looking for? Because another thing is, I have my Venus in the 12th house, right? So I attract guys, but sometimes I feel like I put it's a very dreamy state. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a very dreamy state, and we get caught up very quick in a dream. And so where I am now, again, my daughter's pretty young, so I'm not in a rush to get in the next relationship, being honest with you. But I noticed, since I focus very heavily on my fifth house in Scorpio, I'm attracting a lot of Scorpio men. And it's I'm kind of trying to figure out what that is. I have fun with them. I'm not just talking about sexually. I'm talking about not sexually at all, because I'm kind of scared of sex at this point because I got pregnant so quickly. But just like the conversations, you get what I'm saying? The depth of it, it's like we have somewhat of an understanding, but with their son being in Scorpio and my son being in Gemini, it's like I don't know if Scorpio men or men that I should take seriously or just have fun with. Do you understand what I mean? That was a lot, so I'm gonna give you a minute.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off where you left off. I don't think a guy that you should take seriously or not should just strictly be dependent on his sun sign. I think that comes down to behavior, actions, engagement, intention, regardless of the placement. So let's start there. Second of all, you said once you started studying more so, right, putting more focus and attention on your fifth house, that's when you felt like you started manifesting more Scorpio guys in your life? Or you've
Yeah.
always been manifesting, or you always been attracted?
No, I never really dealt with Scorpios. It's really after, like, looking at my fifth house. Something about my fifth house was very it just stuck out to me, right? Because it deals with the inner child expression, and having a fifth house. And I watch your video on fifth house and Scorpio, right? So you know what that does. It's like, it's having Scorpio, which is a hidden sign, and a sign in a house that deals with expression. A lot of the things that I'm into are very occult, very deep. You get what I'm saying? I have, my artistry is like my hidden thing. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is that, since I've kind of been digging deep into my fifth house, my inner child, doing some healing, you know what I mean? I'm running into Scorpio men. And you're right. I don't think anybody should just base their relationship preferences on a sun sign. I'm being very vague, but don't get me wrong. I've looked at all the different aspects as far as I can, right? Because I also have Pluto in Scorpio, right?
Mhm.
So one particular guy who I'm talking to, we have a conjunction. So my Pluto's in Scorpio, fifth house is in Scorpio. He has a sun, moon, and Venus in Scorpio. Our my ascendant is Cancer, so we're trining in that way. His Mars is Leo, which trines with my sun. So we have some aspects. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm not that shallow. We
Nice.
have some aspects. But I'm trying to figure out maybe I just want it's almost like I know the answers. No, I'm not gonna lie. But I
No,
feel like,
no, 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 no.
okay.
What's this answer you speak of? What's this little light bulb that we don't want to stray away from? What's that? What?
I feel like, because I'm doing the inner child healing, right? These Scorpio men are coming into my life for transformation, because Scorpio deals with transformation. And in a way, it's almost like forcing me to create more boundaries, because Scorpios, or anybody with like heavy, what I've noticed with like heavy Mars energy, or heavy, like, I guess Pluto energy too, they can, if you don't create boundaries with them motherfuckers, they will take control. Do you get what I'm saying? They will take control. And so I feel like, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
I was gonna say, take control always doesn't mean take advantage.
Mm.
Go ahead. We'll go ahead.
But I think one of the lessons I'm having coming out of a marriage with Libra, and I would say he was more of a little darker sided Libra, because you know, Libras, y'all, the men, y'all can have the tendency to want to get with a sugar mama. And let's be very clear. My moon is in Taurus. So you know what that does. I'm abundant. You get what I'm saying? I'm abundant. So it's like I'm having to create these boundaries, because going back to my 12th house in Venus, I mean Venus in the 12th house, right? I can see a man and see his potential and be like, man, I want to pour into you. I got the funds. I got the, you know what I mean? I got the foundation. I got what you need. I want to pour into you. And it's like I'm creating a dream and I'm not creating boundaries. So I almost wanted to kind of bounce off of someone else who understands like the aspects of synastry in astrology, because what I feel like is happening is that these Scorpio men are coming into my life as I'm digging into my 5th house, my inner child healing, to help me create boundaries that I possibly didn't create based off of my childhood, and also boundaries that I didn't have in place when I got married, boundaries that I just haven't, boundaries that never
Yeah,
existed.
you never had experience trying to exercise them, playing around with the the concept of them in real time.
Yeah.
You said a bunch of times your Venus is in the 12th house. Is it in Cancer or Taurus?
My Venus?
Mm-hmm.
No, so my Venus is in Gemini, but okay, I'm sorry. My Venus is in Gemini, but it's in the 12th house.
Okay. Yes, intercept. Excuse me. I should have asked Gemini or Taurus, but
Mine is in Gemini.
Okay, so for starters,
Mm-hmm.
you will attract. The sun is, of course, important everything, but when we talk about synastry, we get right to the meat and potatoes of what this person's purpose, a huge part of their significance. What's the whole point there in your life? Offer it. All right. So when we talk about you attracting Scorpio suns,
Mm-hmm.
That's very significant. And it says something about your awareness to be able to pick up that there was a phase. See, this is why we have to be into this. How was you ever going to even be able to be that accurate on the type of archetype of a spirit you're attracting? What other signs you going to use behind that? But the fact that you're able to pick up on the fact that there was a phase you was attracting a lot of people in this house, filling up this house, becoming active in this house. Attracting Scorpio suns just means a more active 5th house. So that means this house need a lot of emphasis or attention around this time. Now, you didn't say you have any planets in Scorpio though, right? You just said you just have a Scorpio 5th house, right?
Yeah, just Scorpio 5th house. Yeah.
Where is Mars in your chart? What house is Mars in?
The first.
How do you size up your expression, your personal expression, how you express yourself in relationships? Are you able to moderate it in moments where you feel like you're crossing lines? Has that been an issue at times? Do you have extreme moments because you pin up expression a lot? Like you try not to express something that you might feel like is heavy, and then it probably comes out through behavior or expression later on heavier. Do you have issues managing that in any ways, and specifically more so in relationships?
Great question.
And if you want to take a couple seconds to ponder on that, the only reason I asked that is because since we talk about your 5th house, we want to see where the ruler is at. Now, before we get into Mars in the 1st house, Scorpio itself, ruled by Mars, that's already intense in the 5th house. All right, you already said what you know about the 5th house. You said you watched my video, so you already understand what nature that 5th house is under. Even if somebody has that placement in their 5th house, whatever they do with their creative expression, whatever they're putting on the stage, regardless, is going to be intense in some type of shape, form. Intense is not, it doesn't have to have a negative connotation to it. But with all that being said, let's just start there. We know it has an intense, passionate nature. And when we look at the ruler, which is governing everything that's going on in that house, which is what is really the most important thing. It's in your first house. Your ruler is so empowered. Your ruler is so empowered. Your ruler is in a house that, you know, it's literally comfortable. So, excuse me. Yes, yeah, Mars is home in the first. So I love Mars in the first house, people, because I admire something y'all don't struggle with as much in this experience is individuality and being able to know how to gain wisdom through personal experience, because you're so durable and head first. But being head first in life creates so many opportunities in many different ways. So just like anything, it has its positive, negative, light, dark side charge. But I say all of this to say, when we talk about this fifth house and your Mars, which rules the house, is in a comfortable state, that means the way you carry your passion personally, sometimes, a lot of the times, potentially, most of the time you're comfortable with how you carry it. Now, when you're comfortable, sometimes it can be hard to correct it. So that's why I asked that question, not to be too long-winded. I asked that question to see, in some type of shape or form, how is your expression highlighted in these relationships? Because if you're meeting these Scorpio suns and they fill in your fifth house up, or you're dealing with a phase of life where you're realizing you're bumping into so many Scorpios and then intimately, then if that's, you know, triggering the fifth house, how you responding is going to be how Mars wants to deal with the issues. It rules that house. Mars is in the first house, and then it's in what? It's in Gemini.
Yeah.
So
I just want to tell you, you're so on the money right now. You're so on the money, because if I could show you my search for the past 2 days, I've been studying my Mars in the first house. I promise you. So I appreciate it. That kind of helps me know the right direction of like self-discovery or self-development, right? So I'll say this because I don't want to stay too long, and I appreciate you, and I will come back up when you do this again, right? But the way that I express myself, I noticed, is by almost taking whatever is going on and holding myself accountable, my emotions, figuring out how to balance my emotions, and then I use it to transform myself. And I hate to say this, but really my body. Like, I'll take painful experiences and just be like, damn, I'm about to go work out and look so good this summer. Like, that's how my mind works. I think it's because of my Mars in the first house, but also I have my Cancer is Mars, so I can be very passive aggressive, right? But I take all of that energy and I literally transform it with my body. Does that make sense?
It makes all the sense. If you didn't know, you're supposed to be the example of that. You're Mars in the first house. If I made a Mars in the first house video, I hold y'all up to a standard to show how you have to have authority conducting how you deal with your temples. So when we talk about Mars being such a transformative energy, when it's in the first house, that was dealing with your personal expression. That was dealing with your temples, your body, the head specifically. You guys are examples of like how to get that motherfucker to tighten up. That's why you guys can be so goddamn competitive, right? So goddamn durable. Some of y'all bump y'all heads as babies. Y'all that shit ain't phase y'all ass. All right. I'm a motherfucking Libra. My ass probably had the biggest wound in the world, my sensitive skinhead ass. All right. So yes, that's you on the money, right? That's what you need to be doing. All right. And then, you know, Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio dominant myself. All right. And when it comes into pain and dealing with pain and being crazy and enduring it and wanting to feel the pain and is it hurt, but it's a good hurt. I'm gonna do something with this hurt right here. Scorpios are crazy like that. So that's the essence Mars has. It'll endure that pain and it'll find a way to encourage yourself to use that in a healthy space. So you're already expressing you're doing that. I'm glad you follow your intuition and energy to move that energy through your body. Keep your body moving. Stay active. Mars needs to be active in the first. Or times in your life you probably couldn't even point out if anything was going wrong, but you might have just felt a little frustration, probably just because Mars hasn't got a chance to release itself in different ways. So I'm happy you're already exercising those different things in your personal life.
Thank you, Boro. Thank you. So I guess this was just more of a confirmation type thing. So I appreciate it. I'll be back, and I can't wait for your new videos.
All right, Nia, I appreciate you coming up here. It was definitely a pleasure. All right, until next time. We're gonna do this again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the chat. I'm gonna jump in the chat right now. Good night.
All right, bet. All right, bet. All righty, guys. Woo wee! It's midnight. Lord have mercy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I am not that Karen. Damn, you didn't have to tell me that loud, sister. You didn't have to put the exclamation points. I could tell by your energy you wasn't Karen. I would have put my weed out. I would have started hiding shit if you was really Karen. All right, I know you wasn't Karen. You good. I know you good. All right. Okay. All right, guys. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. I gotta be up early, but y'all got me up. Carry me through it, y'all. Let's keep it going. BB.
Hello. Can you hear me?
BB. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, BB. BB, what's going on? How you feeling?
Hello, Pastor Burrow and congregation. I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Yo, listen, this is my first time hearing your voice, but I'm so curious to know your big three and your Venus because I've been picking up on your energy and your enthusiasm through the chat. So let's get into it. First of all, BB, where you calling me from?
I'm in Lebanon, Ohio, but I'm from Detroit, and Detroit is my home. So let me just shout out Detroit.
All right, shout out D-Town. All right, let's make sure we do that now. You know,
Yes.
I know why you made sure you shout Detroit out, because you know if you go home without shouting Detroit out,
Yes.
they might get your ass real quick.
Yeah,
You
so
got
my big three. I'm a Libra sun, Leo rising, and a Capricorn moon.
Libra sun, Leo rising, Capricorn moon.
Yes.
Okay, so you went ahead. We sun twins, we moon twins. Shout out to that Leo rising. Okay, all right, BB. I see you. I see you. Okay.
And I also wanted to say really quickly, and I only have one question, just one question. I also wanted to say I also have Mars in the first house, Mars and Leo in the first house. Yeah.
I know we just got off a call talking about Mars in the first house, but I didn't even, I want to make sure y'all get to talk a little bit more than me. I just want to make sure I pick my pockets to talk correctly. But I didn't get to say in that last call. I could go into possibly how some of my personal placements, but you Mars and the Leo in the first house is you guys really just grind my gears sometimes. With your stubborn, thick head, your head so just, oh my God, you guys is tough cookies. You guys are some tough goddamn cookies, Leo risings with the Mars in there. Durable. Y'all take competitive to another level, but enough about what I'm talking about. What you talking about, BB?
Okay, so my question is, I just want a deeper understanding of this. I have Jupiter retrograde in the 7th house, and I just need answers, and that's it.
And it's in Aquarius.
Yes.
Okay. Just one question. Where is Saturn at?
Saturn is in my 9th house.
Ooh. Okay. Now look at that little connection right there. The ruler of this house is in the 9th house, but the planet you're asking me about that's in this house, Jupiter, that's its house. So I say that to say there is such a heavy Jupiter influence, 9th house influence between your 7th and 9th house. These two houses already have a harmonious relationship with each other. They sextile each other. All right. So this is the 7th, 9th house, Libra, Sagittarius sextile connection. Okay. So it's already a really nice vibration between the two, because what happens in the 7th house with relationships ultimately becomes something that could blossom into wisdom a couple of houses later. We talk about the 9th house, and then in general, the 9th house, there has to be some sense of relatability if we're talking about education, student-teacher energy, right? So yeah, you have strong Jupiter energy beyond just Jupiter in that house. The rule of it is in the 9th house. So What are some of the major themes we know about Jupiter? It's going to deal with expansion. How does it expand things? It influences lessons, experiences, and the more we're able to, soak up our surroundings and digest the present in the experience, is how we can expand and find ways to take that knowledge, apply it into that house. So any house you have Jupiter in, from a past life perspective, you already gained some knowledge and wisdom there by default. You're here to expand that. This is not like the first stage of that. But in this experience, you're here to do it through the 7th house. Now, what are some attributes I associate with Jupiter in the 7th house? You guys can be really impulsive with relationships. It look good, feel good. Jupiter likes excitement and enthusiasm. Jupiter deals with charismatic, enthusiastic energy. So some of the mates you attract, whether they're good for you or not, they may be really charismatic. You feel me? They may look really nice like me. Jupiter is gonna have those nice. Everything is just juicy and thick features or whatnot. So, guys, you may feel like the guys you attract in some type of shape or form, they have the body mass you attracted to or whatnot, and on top of the charisma. So Jupiter is going to find a way in that 7th house to kind of tickle your fancy, because it wants to see you be able to navigate discernment with what you may like, what may look exciting, what may match an aesthetic. Jupiter will do that in the 7th house. It'll make everything look good. So where do you feel like Jupiter's been getting the best of you in this house? If you do feel like it has in some type of shape or form, do you want to be more aware of how to work with it, how to make the most out of it, how to use it to help you have an advantage and see the results you want in your relationship? Like what do you want to get to the meat and potatoes about when it comes into Jupiter in the 7th house? Because I'm too long-winded. I could just keep going. I want to get to it for you.
Okay. I guess I really just more so wanted an understanding of it, and how to work with it. And I also want to say this: Jupiter is not the only planet there. It's also the South Node is there as well. But I guess just how to work with it, just to keep it short for now.
Okay, so I already said Jupiter starting off. We all have some type of remnants of experience where our Jupiter placement is at. Now you're saying the South Node is there. You let me get too deep into this before telling me your South Node is in there too, because that's just doubling down on your familiarity with that house and this experience. So what does that mean? That means in this experience, you don't get as much of a margin for error as some other people may do in their 7th house. You don't get that. Some people, once again, we all come down here to experience different things, right? And we can't have planets in every house. So there's so much significance in just knowing that you have planets in this house. Like that is very significant in its own. So when we're talking about Jupiter in the 7th and your South Node, oh no. This person, when they don't act in there, when they ain't moving in their higher spirit, in their higher self, or when they're not, like this with anything that they already have knowledge about when it comes to who they should be associating themselves with, what crowds they should be dealing with, how to grow from the previous people you've connected with in life. You are held to a very high standard, BB. How old are you, may I ask?
I'm 26.
You're 26. Yeah, you in Jupiter. You Jupiter and Aquarius generation. So, okay, you got some time before you see that return. But for the most part, this was a significant time for you right now, since Jupiter is in the air. There's a lot of things going on for Jupiter in air dominance right now. So, what are your biggest relationship challenges?
Honestly, I don't want to speak on that. Right now, I don't. I just more so just wanted to just have that understanding, like I said, of Jupiter retrograde, because I don't see many people speak on that, and it has kind of been, well, not even kind of, but it just has been confusing for me. So I really just wanted an understanding of that.
Okay, so it is. I did leave out forgot the fact that it is retrograde. So anything, once again, we dealing with a couple retrogrades right now. Anything retrograde, we know is just gonna have a repetitive nature to it. I always like to use the analogy with retrogrades, like a person using crutches is just gonna need extra attention. It can't just fly up the stairs. It's gonna need to take its time. So with me talking about you having Jupiter and the South Node in this house in general, and how sometimes you're held to a high standard when it comes to who you associate yourself with. When I say things like that, once again, it's picked up from remnants of experience from your previous life. So it can almost seem unfair that you have to be able to make the right decisions and right choices in what may seem like first time experiences, but it's not. This is why, like, when we talk about spirituality and astrology, these are like concepts that it helps us grasp. Like where do we think the concept love at first sight comes from? How can we even have a phrase like that makes sense if we're not taking past life energy into consideration? So I say all that to say Jupiter in the 7th house. Okay, as far as how people present themselves to you, because the 7th house deals with how we deal with one-on-one connections in the world. It's not just romance, but how we conduct ourselves in one-on-one partnerships. So with Jupiter in the 7th house, you cannot size somebody up so much based off their charisma and enthusiasm here. You meet people, all different types of bravado, ego, pride, forms of expression. Once again, everything Jupiter can bring a certain allure here with the people you meet. So anytime you run into somebody that wants to connect or build with you in any type of way, partner with you in any type of way, if they have, any of those attributes with how they express themselves, you always want to make sure you allow, once again, their true behavior, true actions aside from that expression and what may look like that allure in their charisma and whatnot. You don't want to make too much decisions about how you're going to participate and connect with that person based off that, right? Of course, traits like that, charisma, great energy, positive energy, Jupiter type influences, optimism. Yeah, who doesn't? Those are contagious traits. Who doesn't want that in a business partner, in a partner in general? But here it gets tricky with Jupiter because, like I said, Jupiter is very karmic as far as how we go through cycles of lessons, and a lot of testing is literally just school. So how you choose to decide how you go about participating in different relationships, that has to just be based off of, once again, core values, intrinsic values and whatnot, more so than the aura of a person here. With Jupiter here, you make sure you pace yourself with relationships. I talk about this enthusiasm and this charisma, but when somebody knows they have these attributes and they project them and they see them work, they get control, and now the movement of the relationship is kind of under their hand, no matter what type of relationship we're talking about. So pace. Make sure you're not feeling rushed in relationships. Your Jupiter is retrograde, so we really don't want to feel rushed with no partnerships. You're dealing with a business partnership and they're forcing you to sign by a certain deadline, and that is business at times, but at the same time, you're not about to be pressured to make a decision ahead of the time that you have to make it. And Jupiter in the 7th house can create that pattern from time to time. Make sure you have a space to recollect here, because in those spaces of recollecting, you're going to realize, damn, this is a cycle. This is a pattern. I've been here before. You may have some of those aha moments if you can find those pockets of space to recollect and be in the present of what's going on. So pace, the allure, the aura here. Jupiter retrograde with your self node is here. Lord have mercy. Your self node is here. So we have, with this type of placement, we do have to be careful of clinginess. We have to be careful of not being able to move on from partnerships that you already identified that aren't productive anymore. South node in the 7th house with Jupiter here, all that charisma, alert energy, or what you feel fulfilled about in the relationship, that could be that could be extra loud, that could be on steroids with this combination of a placement. So the South node in the 7th house, you're here to learn how to use relationships to help you propel with things you have in your personal life. Doesn't mean you can't be married, you can't be in a committed relationship in a healthy state. No, but the first house is more, but you have to build more experience, learning how to do things and spark things on your own in the first house. Anything you do in life, we started from the first house, but it doesn't stay in the first house. You know, regardless of what we want to do in life, is going to move into some type of a space where we have to connect and relate it. But South Node in the 7th house, sometimes it's hard to cling away from moments where you kind of got to do things on your own, and you have to be conscious about how you try to bring people along with you in those spaces, you know. So yeah, once again, I could be here all night going in on Jupiter in the 7th house, but hopefully some of those like little concepts and themes, you could just start to apply them to some previous experiences. And it's a retrograde planet in the house in general. So sometimes you may feel like you're in the present, but you kind of do want to, even if it sounds like you're overthinking, you do want to take your time to make sure you're digesting all decision making in that house, and specifically who you connect with, who you associate yourself with. All right, BB.
Yeah. Thank you. First, I just want to say thank you. And I ask that you please pray for me. Send healing energy. All of what you said is so true, but I really related with it being challenging for me to move on from things that are not productive or good for me. And I don't know if I mentioned it. This is the last thing that I want to say. My Venus is in Libra. So it is fixated on relationships. So just pray for me, and I thank you again.
Let me just sprinkle something real quick. You said that you have so much experience, relationship. You have so much placements to me personally that I would categorize as, damn, this person is experienced with relationships in this lifetime. So knowing that your North Node is in the first house and you're here to learn how to do things on your own, that's probably why it's even more challenging, because you're so used to utilizing relationships in so many different facets to manifest in so many different ways. So this is literally a new thing for you. So you don't want to put no pressure on yourself. You want to just continue to flow through this life thing as we're all trying to do, because that North Node is always going to be something that, once again, you deal with like a lot of nervousness, get a little shaky about, because it is spiritually a first time thing. But you know that, and then and this just helps you to just work with your intuition a bit more in the moments where you realize, okay, I got to do this by myself. I could come back to the squad, to the camp at some point, but this is a dolo mission. All right, BB.
All right. Thank you. Peace.
All right. No, thank you. I appreciate you pulling up. All right. You have a good one.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Man, Lord have mercy, y'all. Listen, guys. Oh, man. Damn, this hurts. This hurts to not be able to continue this, guys. I want to do this every Friday, Saturday night, guys. That's going to be my space for this, guys. All right. Every Friday, Saturday night. We having church tomorrow. So I know a lot of my church members did their best to try to stay down for me. So I'm creating a schedule I know I can commit to. I have the capacity to commit to, with regards to what I got going on in my personal life. So Sundays is church. I couldn't do church last Sunday because I was truly under the weather, guys. I was really under the weather, and that's why I didn't do this last night. So I got 2 days of rest from the gym, man. I didn't a bunch of fluids, and I felt so much better today. So I was happy I was able to get to do this, at least get this much, interaction with y'all today. But so Friday, Saturday nights, y'all. This was our first time. This is episode 1, the Zodiac Love Line. So next weekend, I'm coming way more prepared, guys. I just wanted to fill y'all out to a degree tonight. So I want to make sure the columns of why y'all calling is more organized and everything. The Capricorn placements I gotta go activate at some point, right? This is where the Capricorn moon come in now. All right, the Libra sun did the interaction thing, seen some things. Now I gotta get my Capricorn bag. Okay. All right, so let me get that off real quick. But tomorrow, guys, we got church tomorrow. All right. If I don't see my train in the morning, that Terry Crews ass nigga is gonna whip my ass the next time he see me. I don't want no problems with that nigga. I don't got that much muscles yet. All right. I niggas get the best of my 6'5" non-muscle having ass. Y'all ever seen a short nigga whoop a tall nigga ass? never seen it neither, but I got a big imagination. That shit look funny as hell with my head. I'll be damned. I don't give a fuck how much muscles a nigga got. If a nigga shorter than me, I'm whooping your ass. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. I know somebody in the comments gonna say, all right, what about Mayweather? Like I said, we ain't in the fucking, I ain't in the boxing gym. All right? I ain't in the squared ring in Vegas. If that nigga Mayweather want to run up on me in the motherfucking streets, I got something for his ass. What the fuck is you talking about? I'll be damn nigga shorter than me with my ass. And I ain't no sore loser. I'm lying like a motherfucker. I'm a sore loser like a bitch. I'm a Scorpio dominant. What you thought this was? The Libra in me passive as a motherfucker. The Scorpio in me can't take a loss for shit. The Capricorn in me know when to be sober about the situation. It's like, all right, bro. Anybody else, we go for round two. This nigga right here, we gotta take this L. That's where the Capricorn part comes in. That's why I get realistic about shit. Libra wanted to bow out before the start. Libra didn't even want to fight. It was a fucking bitch ass Libra. Why we even got it? We both black, brother. Why we Libra start doing that shit? That justice ass. Brother, look at us, brother. Look at us right now. All right, brother, you disrespected me. I don't got to defend myself, brother. Why we even doing this right now, brother? I hate that part of Libra so much. I hate that part of Libra so much. This is why I admire Aries. This is why I hate on y'all so much. It's true, y'all. We really hate on the motherfuckers we admire. I think I'm going to end these with a little 10-minute comedy hour every time. I don't know why I got the rush of all the stupid shit with Zodiac signs in my goddamn head right now. Sometimes this shit just be coming out of nowhere, y'all. I don't know what the fuck this shit is about. I don't know. Neptune on the ascendant. I don't know. It's too much goofy shit I be having to say. But Friday, Saturday nights, y'all. Tomorrow we having church. Oh yeah, I was talking about short niggas whooping retarded. I just feel like I'm a manifest a nigga shorter than me trying to walk up on me this week now because I'm saying this. You can't be saying shit like this when the moon is like in Cancer and fuck. I don't want to deal with no short, bro. I got too much shit to do this upcoming week to fight a short, strong nigga right now. And I'm sore. Damn, why I say all that shit with the moon in Cancer? That shit gonna happen mad fast. That shit gonna happen like tomorrow when I'm taking out the garbage and some shit. You gotta be careful what you do and say, and like you dealing with Cancer people and energy. That shit happen fast. You know what? Next, if I get into any short, strong nigga in the next couple of days, the first thing that nigga says, I don't got no discussion for a nigga because I see it coming. I'm just getting my shit off. I'm sneaking that nigga. That's how I learned to fight, you know, that's how I kind of learned to fight, being a Libra, being a bitch-ass Venus and Libra. So, you know, you go, Venus and Libras are heavy Libra dominants. You're going to get bullied at some point. People will try to take advantage of you because you a Venus smiling, happy-ass nigga, and we live in a fucking realm ruled by Saturn where people take advantage of you. So that's the dark side of fucking Libra people don't want to talk about. And then, you know, when I was young, I had to put that shit together. I said, yo, what the fuck? This is, okay, I get it. Like, I finally get it. No talking. Like, one day it just clicked. One day it just clicked. I get it. Why? When it gets to this point, it's no more talking. I had to tell the Libra part of me that shit. Scorpio, Capricorn part of me couldn't wait till I connected that shit to the Libra Sun and Venus. When the nigga this close, when the nigga this close is no more, we brothers. There's no more of that, we brothers. No more of that Al Sharpton bullshit. That shit dead. This is about to be your ass. You can fuck if you 6'5". This nigga is ready to go. So I had to learn that shit. I'm glad I learned it quick. Growing up, I'm from the Bronx, so if I ain't learned that lesson quicker, it was really gonna be my ass. I was gonna have nothing. So hey man, Libras, now if you deal with that, I'm telling you, You have to learn how to be your opposite sign to get you through some of your scariest moments. So Libras, stop fucking with a nigga approach, stop talking. Sneak a nigga. If you know it's static, Libra, when you see the motherfuckers, no conversation, you have to sneak niggas. This is why I don't like confrontation, because now I'm so opposite, I sneak people. You're not finishing your sentence. I'll say something to check the energy. Excuse me, brother. You see me out here with my girl, I'm on a date. I find that disrespectful. All right? You might want to watch yourself next time. That's the warning. That's the Libra. That's the most Libra you're going to get right there. That is the fucking checkpoint. That is the checkpoint. I've learned to stop. I keep going after that. If I don't like the response, I'm sneaking a nigga. That's it. I don't have nothing else after that but sneak you. If I miss the sneak there, we in for one now. I'll be mad as a motherfucker I missed the sneak. You's a weak ass motherfucker to sneak a nigga and miss. How you get a head start on a hit and miss? Sit your weak ass down. Fuck. All right. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Oh, yeah, I got to get to the gym in the morning. I got to prepare for church tomorrow. I got to make sure we prepare for the week. And I got to be prepared for this short-ass, stocky brolic nigga that's going to run up on me in Whole Foods at some point this week because I just manifested that shit. And now I got to fucking drag this nigga through the fucking hot food bar and shit in front of everybody and get banned for fucking Whole Foods. For what? Because I just talked too much during cancer, moon and cancer. For what? What's the point of knowing this shit if we're not going to use this shit for real? Like, what's the point of me knowing this and manifesting dumb shit knowing this? All right, let me go, yeah. I love y'all. This was really nice. I appreciate everybody that came on tonight. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Mods, thank you, guys. I think I'm gonna organize something so we could congregate a bit more and organize before this. But shout out to everybody in the chat. You got booking links are active, guys. People are still scheduled. A number of y'all have been emailing me and DMing me. That link right there, y'all. That link right there. Some people know how to just click that link. Everything's set up. Y'all can go ahead and pick y'all availability with me. If you want to expand, if some people I spoke with today want to expand anything we spoke about, go ahead and hit that link. Connect with me, guys. But for the most part, tomorrow we have church. All right, we're gonna get up with current events. We're gonna recap this week. We're gonna see what's happening for the rest of the week, so we make sure we're spiritually prepared for the week. All right, guys. I love y'all. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Happy birthday, Pisces. Pisces. Don't be too freaky tonight. It's Saturday night. Oh, let me just stay right there because I know I got something funny to say eventually about that. Because you know Pisces, they act all. Pisces is such a motherfucking. This is one thing I learned about women, Pisces women. It's funny. I don't know who it was today. I don't know if it was Tori Exquisite that was talking about the Pisces men. Ganser, was it? Was Tori talking about how the Pisces guy just got her. But listen, man, I'll tell you something about Pisces, man. Pisces is some of the most deceptive zodiac signs. I don't say deceptive with a negative connotation either. There's moments in your life you could be, well, is deceptive, what's the definition of deceptive? Maybe that's not the word. Maybe that is a negative word. Motherfucking Pisces, man, will gas your ass up. All right, that's what the fuck I'm trying to say. Okay, I'd have met some Pisces girls, but I'm a Libra Sun, Libra Venus, so sometimes it's easy for my type of placement to pedestalize a girl. I see a girl, oh my God, she's everything. Oh my God, look, she wearing a long dress. She wifey type. She wearing a dress. She don't got no jeans on. Girls, that's why I was wearing dresses, right? So I'm a Libra Venus. We like your smile. You was wifey. So Pisces. It's easy. I feel like it's so easy to do that with Pisces. It's just too easy to do that with Pisces. So when I meet a Pisces woman, I be trying to tell myself, just focus on like something ugly, like, or just wait till she gonna be mean about something soon. She ain't all fucking giggly and soft and laugh at your fucking jokes and fucking know something about everything you fucking know, because her Jupiter ass study to fuck everything in the world, and her algorithm is set up like that on fucking IG and YouTube because she a fucking studying ass bitch. So now she's some smart ass spiritual bitch. So now when I say spiritual shit, she know the spiritual shit. So like now I'm thinking, damn, okay, damn, she's just so, now you giving me this whole elegant vibe to your ass, but when it's midnight, all that elegant shit. Listen, Pisces, man, y'all battery is crazy. Let's start there. The battery is amazing. I don't know where the fuck y'all get that motherfucker from. Is that shit on Amazon? Where the fuck? That battery different. If you don't know what the fuck I mean, I will catch up. That shit don't never run out in that motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck that shit is about. You can do anything. I said this in a previous live. I'm a Scorpio down. I don't filter shit. I said this shit in a previous live. You talking about, y'all go look up my live. Some of y'all remember that live, Sex with the Zodiac Signs. Go look up that live right now. I said Pisces, you do anything to fucking Pisces with. Bark. What? Roof? Like this or Bow Wow? Which one? She started asking which bark, which I'll do it, Daddy, but which, you're not telling me which dog. Like, damn, she's not even questioning the bark. This bitch asked me which dog. This nigga naming a dog he never heard bark before and shit. Shih Tzu. Bark like a Shih Tzu right now. Shih Tzu. She doing some whole other shit. Shoo. I don't know, Daddy. I'm just trying for you. You made Pisces want to do anything, bro. And it's not like you taking advantage of the Pisces woman. It's just she there with you in your imagination. Like, she don't want to let your imagination down. Like, to her, she understands as sex should be. She understands sex as an experience. So the Pisces woman ain't gonna let you down. Like, she ain't gonna let you down. She know, like, all right, sex is gonna be how long? And well, this is gonna be 5 minutes, 17 minutes. This is gonna be a movie. It's gonna be an experience. Let's make it an experience. That I fuck with Pisces so much for that, but you can't just do that shit with me. I get carried away. Jump out the window. I'm gonna meet your ass on the first floor. I swear to God. If you alive when I meet you on the first floor, ooh, I'm gonna do some things too if you were still alive. You sure? I swear to God, if you make this fall, I'm gonna do some things with you. You better make this fall so I get down there and do some things to your bruised leg ass. Just jump out the damn window. All right, Daddy, damn, with my clothes on naked, how you want me to do it? You want me to run and start, Daddy? Fucking kill her, dumb ass. Taking sex too fucking far. That's y'all problem, Pisces. Y'all don't know when to tell a nigga. Y'all don't know how to get a nigga like that shit, but y'all need to start telling a nigga, hey, I get carried away. Y'all need to act like the girl on Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Juice in the Hood that told that nigga Marlon Wayans, like, hey, I don't really drink like that. I don't like when Pisces don't do that. Tell me you don't have a limit. Don't bring me to that world and then let me kill your ass. Somebody gotta stop son in this motherfucker. I ain't jumping out the window. I got a lot of shit to do in this lifetime. I got niggas that booked me for readers last week. I just gotta get back in the shit. I'm working on my first book. I just turned, I'm 31 years old. I got too much shit to do. Okay? You want to be a crazy motherfucker in the name of love and intimacy and land in the pavement 3 fucking flights down. That wasn't my fucking problem. That was you being too gullible. Pisces, I'm really going to get bad karma this week because I'm saying crazy shit with the Moon of Cancer. I'm talking about Pisces during their birthday season. This is why I should have just talked to more people instead of talking my thoughts. I love y'all. See y'all at church tomorrow.